Hello and welcome to the June Residents Forum. My name's Natalie, I'm your Community Development Lead. Today I'm going to run you through a community update. We've got an update from Miranda from the water campaign. We've got the Sports Hub consultation, and then I'll hand over to Paul for a development update. It was lovely seeing so many people come along for the VE Day celebrations. The Community Association did an incredible job pulling that together. They would like some more volunteers if it's something that you would feel you could get involved in. They meet on a Wednesday, first Wednesday of the month on Teams. If you'd like to get involved, then have a look on social media and all their details are on there. Thank you everybody who came along to the food festival. Really incredible event, lots of people there. And thank you very much for supporting that festival going forward. So the community garden is open and available for people to go and have a visit. There's now a gardening club on a Saturday morning. If you sign up via Eventbrite to go and join in for that, and everyone's welcome. If you would like to just go and sit in there, you're very welcome. Think of it as an outdoor community centre. So I'm very excited to say that the beer festival is this weekend. Friday night there'll be fireworks at 10:30. They're the 4th of July fireworks. I know it's the 27th of June, but it is the way that the base does it. So they'll be on about 10:30 on Friday night, and then the beer festival 11 till 11 on Saturday, and then 11 until the beer runs out on Sunday, probably about 8 o'clock we would have thought. The Summer Reading Challenge is an annual event. We'll have a storyteller coming in on the 6th of August. We'll also have other events happening. So come down to the community library in the club, 10 and 12 every Wednesday, and there'll be volunteers there to listen to the children read, and they get their stickers and their certificates. Then our next really big event will be the Heritage Open Day on the 13th of September. There are bunker tours available. They are sold out. I will, however, run some bunker tours over the winter just for residents. So don't worry, you won't miss out. And then there'll be an event on the green as well. So I'm not sure if everyone is aware, but there is a small pool, a swimming pool in Pressley Wood Academy. They have linked up with LA Academy to offer swimming lessons. There are 1-to-1 or 1-to-2 swimming lessons available to everybody. Follow their details and then you can sign up for those. Smart Journeys were at the food festival and at the VE Day with their smoothie bikes. They are offering a 1-to-1 travel planning service. So if you would like to have a chat with them about what is available and how is the best way to get on your onward journeys, then do get in touch with them. So we've got lots of weekly activities that happen at Alconbury Weald. The pavilion is there and has lots of different Pilates, yoga. We've got a new yoga teacher that's coming in now. Anushree sadly moved on. We've also got lots of things happening out and about. Chess, the Alconbury Flyers Running Club. On a Monday and Tuesday in the club building, there is a performing arts group that put on productions every year in Huntingdon. They practice in the club. If you would like to get involved in their next show, then please do get in touch with Spotlight. There are lots of ways to keep in touch. The Warbler goes out, should go through your doors every single month. Make News is a half-yearly offering and they have lots of information. You've also got the Alconbury Weald Living Facebook page, which is run by residents, and the Alconbury Weald website. So hopefully you've all seen about the Sports Hub consultation that's happening at the moment. The QR code is on your screen as we speak. The Sports Hub is going to be over by the secondary school. Where the secondary school is going in, it's directly behind it. It will have definitely have football, but what else goes into that building and into the sports pitches is still undecided. We've got lots of options for you to click on. So just have a go, have a look, see what you want. It is definitely a speak now time. Please get your feedback in for the Sports Hub consultation by the 9th of July. It has been extended from the 2nd to the 9th, so you've got a little bit more time, but please get your feedback in. Now I'm going to hand over to Miranda for Alconbury Weald Water Savers.
Hello, we're just going to quickly take you through the Alconbury Weald Water Savers programme and how you can get involved. So Urban and Civic is committed to sustainable living, and so helping you as residents to save water, energy and money is the driver behind this campaign. We're focusing on hot water because 17% of energy bills actually go on heating water. So actually the less hot water you use, not only are you reducing your water bill, but actually most importantly, there's a lower carbon footprint and you're reducing your energy bill as well. Water uses a great deal of energy. The carbon emissions associated with it can actually be quite staggering. So it's not just your money, but it's also the carbon footprint. Pumping, cleaning and distributing through pipes, it's heavy and can use a lot of energy. And of course, from an environmental point of view, water is incredibly precious. The supplies that we use in our homes often actually come from groundwater sources, which also supply the surrounding rivers. So using more than is actually needed puts these under great pressure. There's incredibly sobering facts around the shortfall, the deficit of water, approximately 5 billion litres shortfall in the next 25 to 30 years. Has been stipulated by the Environment Agency, DEFRA and Ofwat, the regulator. Population growth, climate change, increased demand, all of those things go to put a massive stress on the amount of water that's being used in the UK. And obviously the stock that we have and the amount that is available to be used is actually not going to be enough to supply that demand. So putting that in context, how much do we each use every day? I'm not sure if anybody had a guess in that moment, but 136 litres per person per day is the national average. In the UK, I think, generally people underestimate the amount that they use. People will say 20 litres, 30 litres. Now, of course, a huge amount of that is really necessary. And we're incredibly lucky to live in a country where our water has incredibly high standard. We can drink it from the tap. But I think there are several areas without really much change, but just a small difference in the way that we think about water and the way that we use it, we can make that a huge amount less. So those small changes really do add up. So what can you do to save water? 15 litres per minute in a power shower. It's an incredible statistic if you think about 15 litres of water. So just 2 minutes less. Now, clearly some of you may have very short showers already. But 2 minutes less in the shower per person per day really does make a huge difference and will soon add up. A standard wash can take 80 litres. Just by pressing the eco button, 30 litres can be saved. And actually, from a power point of view, a huge amount can be saved as well. Much shorter quick washes often use the same amount of water and it still needs to heat it up to the same amount. So it ends up being incredibly power hungry to do the shorter washes. So actually just putting in a bit of planning, using the longer wash and setting your timer is the best way to make a difference around your laundry. And then dishwashing, 7 litres of water is used per dishwasher eco cycle. So making sure that the dishwasher is absolutely full. If you don't have a dishwasher, or actually there are things that you need to wash up, use a bowl, put the plug in so that you're not washing up under a running tap, because a tap can be about 8 litres per minute on their own. So as you can see, the average use of an eco cycle of a washing machine is actually less than 1 minute of tap water running out of the tap. So I think that if you have a dishwasher, thinking about making sure that it goes on full and in eco is incredibly important. So Save Water, Save Money, essentially the campaign is about just making a few small changes to help illustrate the changes and how you can make them. And then you can see the actual difference that any one of these hot water changes would make to the amount of water and the amount of energy that you can save. We've developed a very simple water savers calculator. This is on the Alconbury Weald website. I've got the QR code at the end of this presentation, so feel free to go and have a play on it. And it asks questions around the shower, the laundry and doing the dishes and how you could make those changes. And here we are. This is just an example of how you use the slider, just calculate the number of minutes across your whole household in any given week. And then the calculator multiplies that up to a month, changing your laundry loads, how you're doing your dishwasher, and how you're using the washing up. And then we send you the calculation so you can see what those simple changes were going to save you. We've had just under 100 people sign up already, and it's phenomenal the amount of money that is estimated people could be saving on their bills in any given month. There have been some people who have said that they could be saving hundreds. The average at the moment is around £47 a month. So please do go and have a play on the calculator, see how much you can save. And we'll keep in email contact with you so that you can see what those changes equated to in water and money, and then we'll remind you in a month after you sign up around asking you whether you've managed to make those changes. Please do click through using the QR code. And finally, just a couple more water saving tips. We're hearing a lot about the water resourcing at the moment and how we've got a lot less stocks than we have for at this time of year for almost 100 years, I think. So brushing your teeth, really easy. Don't switch the tap on to brush your teeth. Apparently dentists say toothpaste works better without water anyway. So 2 minutes worth of a tap, 12 litres could be saved. Quick rinse of the toothbrush underneath it at the end. Always use the small button flush when you're able to. That can save 3 litres every time. Watering cans, a hose is 1,000 litres for an hour. So unthinkingly, you could switch on that hose with your outside tap, leave it running for an hour, and that's 1,000 litres, which is more than the average person would use in a week. So using a watering can, 10, 12 litres saved through a water bath is even better using the natural water that you've collected. So there are some ideas there for helping save water, but also saving money. So we look forward to you going to the calculator and having a play and seeing how much you can save.
Thank you, Miranda, for that. And now I'm going to pass over to Paul for the development update.
Thanks, Natalie. Welcome, everyone. I'm Paul Murphy, and I'm the Communications and Partnerships Manager for Urban and Civic Alconbury Weald. I just want to give you a brief update of the development. For those who haven't been here before, Alconbury Weald is a 1,500-acre former RAF base. As you can see in the bottom of the picture here, Area 1 is Key Phase 1. This is where we are now, and this has almost been built out. To the north of that is the Enterprise Campus. To the right-hand side of that is the Key Phase 3, which we're starting to build out now. Just below that is the Education Campus, and also the Town Centre, and also the Sports Hub. To the bottom right-hand side of the picture is the new 150-acre country park that we're now starting to build. And further south of that is the former Grange Farm, which will be one of the next phases of Alconbury Weald. This is Key Phase 1. This is a little bit more detail of where we are. As you can see, the cricket pitch to the left and the watch office green where we are now. You can see the various house builders and the local points of interest, Crescent Park, Elizabeth Walk, Garland Park, etc. Work is continuing at a great pace at the Southern Access opening link to Huntingdon. You can see the artist's impression here. This is the road up towards Tesco from the A141, and this will link all the way through from here to the boulevard at Alconbury Weald just near us here. This short video actually shows the work that's being done. You can see the junction to the right-hand side of the picture and the road that's going to go through all the way through Grange Farm that will meet up at the boulevard at Alconbury Weald just outside the club. Work is scheduled to be finished this November. This next graph shows the road in more detail. It has been constructed in 3 different phases. The blue line here is already built, and this is the boulevard. The pink line to the right is actually what we're building at the moment, and that's being worked on through the right-hand side of Grange Farm and up to where maybe one day the railway station could be. And over the next 2 to 3 years, the 2 other bits will link the whole road together so that residents will be able to have access from the A141 straight into Alconbury Weald. At last, planning permission has been granted for our secondary school. Work starts this summer and is due to open in September 2027. This means that residents will have a continuous education for their children, starting at primary school all the way through to secondary school. The opening of the health centre moves forward. We're still working with the Integrated Care Board and contractors in order to fit out the building, and we hope to be open either this side of Christmas or early in the new year. This is the third building. It'll be 5 or 6 retail shops that we're building in front of the co-op. Planning permission has gone in, and we're hoping to start building this at the end of the year and should be open by the following year. You can see here the size of the shops. They can be adapted to make them smaller or larger. We're looking for a mix of tenants to fill these shops. They could be, for example, estate agents, vets, cafe, pharmacy, barbers, hairdressers, those types of shops. If you know someone who may want to start their own business or looking for a new outlet, please do let us know. Thanks everybody. As you can see, these are our contact details here. If you have any questions or want to comment, please do email myself or Natalie. Thanks very much.